change from this to this. First, we'll use a circular saw and cut these noses off. Then we'll add some shimmies for the risers. There's a rubber mallet for Robbie. Cut these risers to size and nail them on the shims. Oh, strand. Pop these treads in. You want to hide your nails, so nail right where your riser will go straight down to hide that nail hole. Glue down here for our stair nose and the cove or trim piece that fits under that nosing. And we'll undercut for this so we don't have to put any trimmer on the edge. We're nailing our spline so we can engage with our next board here. This is our edger sanding machine. You can see that we're going across the grain a lot. The nosing dipped down some, so we're trying to level that up a little bit. We'll use the Mirka sander here for the small scratches. And then after that will be a little bit of hand sanding. We're water popping here. This is a mixture of 50% denatured alcohol, 50% water. You spray it on with a garden sprayer like that, and then just wipe it off and either let it sit overnight. Do not walk on it or slide anything on it. It will show afterwards after you stain. You can also test it with a moisture meter to make sure it's completely dry. And now it's stain time. This stain our client picked is called Antique Brown. It's made by Bona. It's specifically made for hardwood floors. You can see you really want to saturate the wood, get it in between the pores and all that. That's why we water pop, because the water popping will open those pores and let that grain accept more of the stain evenly. With a clean rag, just wipe it off completely until there's not any residue left. Usually we will tape these edges off where the trim's at, but this is all going to be painted. But if you do have to get this stain off, it cleans up with mineral spirits, paint thinner, even a little bit of WD-40 on a rag for like the splatters on the edges will help clean up that residue. So you can start to see these white spots that are right here. Those are glue spots that we apparently missed when we were sanding. We must have glued something afterwards. So there's 3 spots that we're going to try to touch up. We'll show you here in a second. We're using a wood scraper to scrape that glue off all the way, and then 100 grit screen to blend that in. Just blend it in slightly, and then really saturate it, but let that stain sit on there for a second, and then just lightly blend it in, and nobody knows. Shake up our sealer, Pal X color. Now, if you've seen any other of our other videos, you know that this sealer looks really bad when you first put it on, but it will definitely dry clear. So just hold on. This is about a half hour after that sealer was applied. Pop down some 1/4 ounce trim here. Now it's time for our final coat. We did put another coat in between this, so we have a total of 3 coats on. So a coat of stain, a coat of sealer, another base coat of finish, and then this final coat of finish, which is finish is called, it's made by Pallman as well. It's called Pallman Power. It's a commercial slash residential finish. We did lightly hand sand between coats as well with 180 grit paper. Well, what do you guys think?